Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Joel Rodriguez, and this is Caribbean Focused TV Sports, bringing you the biggest sports headlines with a Caribbean and African spotlight. Now, before we dive right in, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Caribbean Focused TV. And for our business community, remember, you can sign up for free at CaribbeanFocus.tv to list your business in the Caribbean Focus TV directory and let our viewers discover what you have to offer. Breaking news from the NFL, and we're kicking it off with a Caribbean connection. The league has officially announced that Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican global superstar, will be the headliner for this year's Super Bowl halftime show in Santa Clara, California, home of the San Francisco 49ers. This is a major moment for the Caribbean community. From his Grammy-winning hits to his recent appearances in WWE and in Hollywood, Bad Bunny has become one of the most versatile entertainers for his generation. And now he's taking center stage at the world's biggest sporting event. Fans across Puerto Rico and Latin America are already buzzing, and his marks another proud moment of representation for the Caribbean culture on a big global stage. October baseball is here, and the MLB playoffs are in full swing. After an action-packed wild card round, the division series matchups are set. Dodgers versus Phillies, Cubs versus Brewers, Yankees versus Blue Jays, and Guardians versus Detroit. Now, the updated Final Four is the Dodgers versus the Brewers, and now Seattle versus the Blue Jays. I'll give my updates on Rod's takes much later. This is where legends are made and heartbreaks happen. Caribbean players continue to shine. Names like Francisco Lindor from Puerto Rico, Mookie Betts, who's still in the playoffs, Jamaican American, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., also in the playoffs, Dominican Republican Canadian roots. They've all played pivotal roles in bringing their teams to this stage. For an MLB salary cap discussion, as the postseason unfolds, conversations are intensifying about whether Major League Baseball should finally introduce a true salary cap. Currently, MLB operates under a luxury tax system, meaning big markets like the Yankees and Dodgers can spend well beyond smaller clubs like the Rays and the Guardians. Critics argue that this system creates an imbalance, while others say it's part of what makes baseball unique. Caribbean players have benefited greatly from these large contracts. Lindor signed a $341 million deal. Machado, $350 million deal. But it also raises questions about equality and competition across the league. A real salary cap could mean a more even playing field. But would it stifle star earnings? That's the question to be answered. In golf, the 45th Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black delivered a classic showdown. But this time, Team Europe came out on top, defeating Team USA in a decisive finish. Europe's dominance continues as they extended their home winning streak. It was a tough loss for the American side, but players on both teams showcased incredible skill and also sportsmanship. African and Caribbean descended golfers like Harold Varner III, out of African American descent, continue to push for diversity in golf, inspiring more young athletes from across the diaspora to take the sport. And now for a little bit of NBA, as I update you and give you a little insight from my previous updates from the NBA as they expand their footsteps in Europe. Now, discussions are still developing as these news flew across my desk. Developing news on the EuroLeague has made more investors buying in. Now, one of my previous cities that I announced was Manchester City. Now, that's very important here. The Manchester City Soccer Club is owned by Saudi Arabia, in Abu Dhabi, led by Al Marubak. Al Marubak right now is running sports in Abu Dhabi and in the Middle East region. He's been networking with a lot of American business investors. He was seen talking to James Dolan and the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. Now, why is this important? Well, they want to expand new teams in Europe to add to the NBA. Now, some don't know if they're actually going to join the NBA or if they're going to create their own league. Discussions say that they want to bring in a couple more teams to add to the NBA so that they'll have regular season games over there. Now, this preseason, we had games in Abu Dhabi. They recently made a deal a couple years ago. And as Abu Dhabi rises as a financial power with their neighbors in the Middle East, sports have becoming a huge and global big deal over there. And Adam Silver and their NBA league partners want to get in front of the situation. Now, there's been controversy as politicians have criticized the values in the region match the values of the Americans. These are questions still to be asked. One more update. As Manchester City is gaining traction to be one of the new cities to be an NBA team, Hall of Famer Parker used to be from the San Antonio Spurs. Tony Parker, Hall of Famer, owns the French club Lions from Lyons, France. He owns a basketball club and is also one of the suitors to be one of the first ones also to be one of the first developers in a team for the EuroLeague. Now, between him and Al Marubak and plenty others who from Munich and London as well are also in line for these bids. And now it's time for Rod's Takes, your weekly look at fantasy and betting plays to keep you ahead of the curve. This week, keep an eye on fantasy sleeper QBs. Michael Penix Jr. was hot. Keep on him. And Jordan Love, both trending upward. Prop bets to watch. Josh Jacobs is still running that football for over TDs. And T. Higgins, as a touchdown leader, is another sleeper. Bonus insight. Don't sell low after a bad week one. Championship teams still stay patient and plan ahead. Now, I would like to give a little pick for my playoffs in the baseball. Dodgers, my prediction is they're going to win in 5 games against the Brewers. And Seattle, I think they'll win in 6 games. Take the over on runs in both series. It's going to be a nice MLB playoffs matchup. This is Rod's Takes. And that wraps up this week's Caribbean Focus TV Sports. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Caribbean Focus TV for daily sports coverage and Caribbean athlete highlights. And business owners, please don't miss out. Sign up for free on CaribbeanFocus.tv to add your business to our Caribbean Focus TV directory and reach out to our global community. I'm Joel Rodriguez. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay focused.